always with those hotels. Good afternoon. Hi Maryam. Hi Daniel. You are the actress and the composer of the Turkish-German film Shahada. Am I right?
No, not
more
quite.
German, more German than Turkish.
It's a German movie, and the director, his parents are from Afghanistan, but he was born and grew up in Germany. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it was a German-Turkish production.
Okay.
But the characters are partly German and Turkish.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in this competition of this film festival, it's already the second or third film about multicultural Germany. Is there a rise of those films? Is that a genre in Germany? Or?
I would say that it's just like in third generation now, people with migration background just start doing movies, you know, and there's people like me, I'm an actress, I would say I'm a German actress, but my parents have a different origin, not a German more necessarily.
Okay.
And that the subject is like a Muslim subject is just a choice of the director because it was something that was close to him, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that the subject of the theme of the film has to be, but it has to be a Muslim one. But there's a change in society and generations, I guess, and there's new stories of people with other origins.
Yeah, it's interesting. But can you both tell something about the origin of this film? Because I heard it's quite unique how this idea started to develop into the final film we saw.
The idea, I don't know too much about the idea. I just know the director, and I know it is a film school exam,
yes,
a diploma from this year or last year, I think. And now I'm looking to the door. Okay, so no problem.
No problem.
Maybe
you just continue. No, you just continue.
Yeah, just continue. And it was his final exam from the film school in Germany, and was directly invited to Berlinale official competition in 2010, which is an overwhelming success. It's really very rare, something like this. People were telling something like now in Berlinale we already can have student films, so the Berlinale is dead, which is on the other way maybe a compliment for the film.
Yeah. I think so too. I think it was very, I mean, he didn't intend to end at the Berlinale. It's just that he did a movie, and also the other people who did their diplomas. It's 4 diplomas actually. It's like the set design, it's a diploma, production, directing, and camera. So it was a great success that the people that we just got accepted there, and it's the 60th Berlinale, and it was just for us, it was a big honor, and we were very humble.
Yeah, it's nice to know that those things still happen, that student films grow and grow like a snowball that's rolling out from a mountain.
Yeah.
So, but I was wondering, what was your input into the screenplay? Is it taken from your own life or personal lives, or?
No, the thing is that I worked with Burhan before. We did a short movie. It was 45 minutes long, and when he wrote the script, he named the characters of my father and me with our real names. But this is just, it wasn't really not really something that had a real connection to our lives, not at all actually, but just because it was like he already knew us, and he thought, you know, that maybe we could be the ones playing it. So that was the idea, but there was no connection to my real life. I didn't have I'm just an actress.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a really very ambitious project because you have all those storylines interweaving. I thought it was quite interesting. How was it to be on the set with the director? Did he already really knew how he was going to edit and put the film together?
It was like we had some rehearsal time before we started shooting the movie, and what is great about Burhan or the work is like that we really discussed about the characters, and that I worked very hard before I started shooting, and it was like really finding who that character is, what happens while we're shooting, and he's very open-minded to that. So it was being on, and also because he's 29, you know, we're not that far away from each other. I've been to film school, he's at film school, and everyone has a great ambition to bring out something good, but it was not this conventional hierarchy. It's like the director who knows everything and the actor who's fulfilling his ideas. Not at all. It was really a work together and ideas coming together. It was ideal. Anyway.
Yeah. There was a really funny scene one at the beginning at the disco. Is it really true that Turkish people are the inventors of pubic hair?
The what? Sorry, I don't know.
Die Erfinder der Schamhaare.
Yeah, because it comes up in the conversation. I didn't really know that.
No, this is of course a joke, and it's also of course the idea behind is to show that she knows how to defend herself, and if he says to her, you know what, come back, he wants to imply that she's too young to enter the club, and she knows how to answer, because it shows self-confident young girls. And you know what, for me is also important to not just say they're Turkish, they're also, they're German. They were born in Germany, they were born in Berlin, and it's,
it's still in their history, even if they're already the third or the fourth generation.
Yeah.
It's still, they're Turkish for most people on the outside.
Yeah, this is what makes it a bit hard, because like me, myself, I'm always saying, of course I'm German. Of course I have a different origin, but I see myself, I grew up in Germany, and I see myself a part of that society, and there are other influences, but they don't make me that different.
Because I know in Germany they're already making Turkish, German films or foreign, multicultural films for a longer time. But in Belgium here we just had our first film, I don't know if you heard about it. Turquoise came out, I think, 2 weeks ago, which is also about the same same multicultural society. I was wondering how it was possible that we only had our film recently. Do you still think that filmmakers don't dare to tackle that subject matter? They don't dare to tell, or because we had our first Turkish-Belgian film only 2 months ago, and I think that still in a lot of countries the Turkish input should have been shown on film. How is it possible that it's still not spoken about in other films?
I think we cannot talk about Belgian film industry because we don't know. I don't know, or hardly anything. But in Germany, I think it always depends of the director, as we talked before. The more directors with maybe, for example, Turkish background who are professionally working, the more films we have. And I think it's better than only having German directors talking about Turkish subjects. It's better to have real Turkish directors, or maybe German-Turkish ones, or other who are doing those films.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I think as well that there's not one genre called the Turkish-German or Turkish-Belgian film. Of course, people have, can come from your parents come from a different culture or a different country, but still you tell a very German story or a very Belgian story. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a genre. It has to be, it's stories that are about people, about conflicts, about life, about faith, about, it can be, in the end, it can be about whatever subject, if it comes from something that you want to tell.
Yeah.
I think we should be just open, pick up the categories, and don't say, okay, now we've got the German-Turkish film and the German, because it's not. It's like, if you look at it, society is changing, society gets more, different influences even in our countries. Yeah. And this is also a chance, it's nice, it opens up the view, and if we don't put new categories on them, then I think we stay open.
It's dangerous to label films. Yeah, people always ask me what kind of genre do you like. Yeah. I think as long as the film is well acted and well written, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, and exactly. And there's because you say genres, but I don't think there's genres. You've got the thriller genre, you've got the drama, but there's not really a Turkish-German genre. It's just this would be just a minimized.
Too abstract. Yeah. And how do you came into the film production? Because you made the score and the music, but what phase of the film, or you started with it at the beginning of the film, or?
I started during the script stage. I was given the script maybe 2 months before they were starting shooting, and met the director. Then they made the shooting, and we had some music, just very common genres, styles, and we had talked about. So we hardly knew something about the style it could have, and that's when I usually like to start working as early as possible during the script stage, where I can develop some musical themes and ideas. And after this, they had during the shooting they had already done the first small rough cuts, and I was given some pictures, and went to the cutting room, and we were sitting together with the cutter and the director.
Right.
Yeah.
I really liked the score because it really got under my skin. So
thank you very much.
But yeah, Ghent, especially this film festival, they put focus on film music, and there are a lot of, like, I think world's 10 most famous composers are playing here. And I was wondering if there are any composers that are really influenced you, or that you are a big fan of.
Actually, there's one I usually say it's a kind of influence, but it's not really an influence, but it's a kind of influence. He is Alberto Iglesias, who is composing for most of the Almodovar films. I like his music very much. It's not German. It's more or less maybe Spanish, but it has this kind of emotional sense, which is very specific. I like this very much. But it's not one and the only, and it's not the influence. It's just one influence.
Okay.
And there's another composer which is coming, I think, who is Gabriel Yaret.
Yeah.
Which I like very much. He takes time for his soundtracks very long, and he doesn't do everything. That's very good.
Okay. After this film, what's beyond the horizon for the both of you? What's coming up next? Are you promoting this film at different film festivals, or?
Yeah, we already did some festivals, and our director, he's right now, I think he's in Chicago at the film festival, and we're here, and then next is going to be for me, we're going to go to Tribeca Film Festival in Doha, to Qatar, and this is just like promoting the film. My phone. This is no advertisement. But this is. But then we just premiered with the film in Germany, and then it's going to come out in France and then in Belgium. So I guess we still have some work to do with the movie, and we're enjoying a lot. But what is important, or to me important, is that continuing to work and getting better, and challenging yourself.
Okay.
And I just finished another movie, and.
Right,
yeah.
Looking forward to that, because I thought the acting was really, really good and very natural, very on the spot. Now, when did you arrive in Ghent? Yesterday? Mm-hmm. You already had the chance to see the city, or not yet? I
actually had 3 presentations today of the movie. Yesterday, 1 and 2 today. But I was just having a little short walk before the interview, and it's really beautiful. I mean, people told me already, it's like, oh, you're going to Ghent, it's such a nice city, but this is really impressive. And we were just speaking about, oh, let's move to Ghent. It's nice. No, but seriously, I'm leaving on Monday, and I would always come back. People are very nice to us. The city is beautiful. There's a very good atmosphere, and I really mean it. Yeah.
Me too. Last night we went out to have a meal in a restaurant. We didn't know anything about Ghent, and we just walked around the hotel. There was suddenly this canal, and it was night. It was maybe 10 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock. I don't know. And we saw this kind of skyline with these old buildings. You see it on the picture here, and which is so nice and so wonderful buildings. I'm not used to see them in Berlin. And there was this kind of tower with the old clock like Big Ben. And at first we thought, oh, it's full moon. But it's always full moon here. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we were like walking through the city and we were like, oh, there's the Ghent Museum for Design. And then it was like, oh, there's the Jacques Tati exhibition. We have to see this. And then it was like, oh, we had a film festival. We should actually see movies. So there's a lot to do at the time. It's just
Well, you're always welcome to come back. I really want to thank you for
very much.
For your time.
Thank you very much.
Have a good time at the festival.
Thank you.